Are you working now? Oh my god. Is the audio in or not? Yes or no? Testing, testing. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. No, it's not. It's chosen the mic. It's chosen its microphone. God damn it. Let me see if it's working. Come on, dude. Don't fail me now, technology. Don't fail me now. Give me a second, guys. Okay, looks like it's working. 1 minute in. Looks like it's working. 1 minute in. Looks like it's working. Damn. 1 minute in. Looks like it's working. Damn. Okay, it's working. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was loud. I apologize if that was too loud. I wanted to make sure this thing was in. Now I got to turn the gain down. This is going to be fun. There's the gain knob again. I don't want to be too loud. I don't want to melt your eardrums. Before I begin, I should have let Prince know. This is a tester anyway. I'm just testing if this thing is going to work. Clearly, it's working. Somehow, it seems like it's working. Somehow, I've been trying to go live for like a full 30 minutes straight. Full 30 minutes straight. A full 30. You know how long that is? My bad. I'm looking at my cell phone screen, forgetting the cameras here. So let me do my due diligence and let people know I'm live. I always say it's going to be a short live, but it ends up being a very, very long live. You know how I get when I start talking. You know how it goes. And let me let Prince know ASAP. Let me start charging my phones. So that way there's enough juice for the live. It's finally October, ladies and gentlemen. Before I begin, greetings, everyone. It is I, your one and only host, the Cosmic Jedi. Welcome back to the channel. Yes, indeed. Sister Constance will have my head. If I don't know, if I don't let her know I'm live, she will have my head. And the way my immortality works is I love my head very much. That's what she said. Oh my gosh. Give me a moment, people. Greetings, mother. Nam? Left yellow. Eh? No. Am I back on? That's definitely an interesting. That's the first time you guys will see my live being interrupted by my mother. She's okay. I'm about to post a link to Sister Constance. Like I said, she will have my head. So is it working? Is the audio back on now? Testing, testing, testing. Okay, seems to be working. Good, 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 good. We like that. We like that very, very much. I don't know if the audio picked up my phone call. If it did, hey, that's part of the live. I keep looking at the display, forgetting the cameras here. I apologize, guys. I don't want it to look like I'm looking away from you guys. How's everyone doing? It's been a while. As always, I needed my break. I'm always taking breaks. Not always, not always. Come on, I've been on here for a while. Just a lot of things happening in the family, happening in my life personally. But I have returned. Well, my return has begun. Begun. How's everyone doing? Who's excited for Spider-Man 2, man? I know I am. I was looking forward to getting Spider-Man 2 and the Assassin's Creed, the new one, Assassin's Creed Mirage. But so far, I'm looking at people's reviews and they're like, meh. And ever since Ubisoft, I think the last Assassin's Creed game that I played that I really, really enjoyed, the final one, was Assassin's Creed Origin. Origin or Origins? Beautiful. That was an amazing game. That was an amazing game. The Ezio Auditore, I think that's Assassin's Creed 2, and then Brotherhood. And there was something else after that. Black Flag was good. The third one with the Native American brother, I can't remember his name. He was that game. That one was fun. But Origins just had a different spice that I enjoyed. I'm actually thinking of getting that again. This would be like the fourth time I bought Origins, and I'm thinking of getting that again to stream for you guys. I'm thinking maybe mid in between Spider-Man 2 when I take breaks, I might stream that as well because that game is worth streaming and worth talking about. I really enjoyed that experience really, and I've not played all the um, DLC options as well. So that's something I'm thinking about. Like, okay, it'd be cool to stream that and the DLC because I don't remember playing them. But in terms of obviously this year, even Warhammer, I'm looking forward to seeing what Warhammer is going to bring to the table. But obviously, the top main game I'm going to be playing for sure is Spider-Man 2. I don't even. I hope they're going to release New Game Plus mode. I keep saying this, but they don't seem, unless it takes a little while to get that done. I wish they would work on that whilst working on the game as well. Maybe it's really hard to do that because I know when God of War and God of War Ragnarok came out, I think it was like 4 or 6 months in between after release before they released New Game Plus mode. But it would just be cool to just have these options inbuilt into the game from now on, especially when everyone now knows New Game Plus mode is becoming more popular. Well, to some people they don't really mind it. For me, it's common sense, man. It's an oxymoron. New Game Plus mode is just the way it should be. It's just the way it should go. But you know what? It is what it is. That's how life is, and I don't mind. I don't mind. I mean, I'm going to play the game when it comes out, but I just wish that these games just these developers just had it in their mind that anytime they're working on games like these, for example, like the new Wolverine game coming out whenever that's going to be released, you can't release that game without New Game Plus mode. It'd be the dumbest thing to do. But I don't know how much work it takes, how much work goes into making a New Game Plus mode for a game. But like I said, I just wish that was something that is in the back of the minds for any new developers coming up. Any new games coming up in the future that is like Ghost of Tsushima, Uncharted, God of War, Devil May Cry, just have new. In fact, um, Devil May Cry has it inbuilt already. Once you've done Everything's already set up. You want the ultimate devil trigger mode. You play easy, hard, extra hard, Dante must die mode before you unlock the Super Dante. Then you get to play through again. So it's already there per se. It's set up as a basic default. So if Devil May Cry can do it, and they've been doing it since I think the first one or second one, how come other games can't just, if you have 6 years for a game to release, within those 6 years, work on the game and then work on the new Game Plus mode as well. So that way you're hitting your window in the fifth year. You've completed the game in the fifth year. I'm assuming then within that 1 year left to hit the 6 year mark, you then work on the new Game Plus mode and any extra content. Then when you want to release DLC stuff, that's fine. Take 5 months or 6 months to release DLC. But for me personally, I'm cool. DLC can take, I don't know, a year, whatever. As long as you have the game and then new Game Plus mode inbuilt into the game, I'm gravy, because that means I can play that game till I'm tired. I've still got Devil May Cry 4, 5, and I think I still got Devil May Cry 3. Yeah. Yeah, I still got Devil May Cry 3. So it's just something that I wish was just a default, man. Just make it a default. Make it an optional default as well. People want to play New Game Plus mode, cool. If they don't want to play it, then at least it's there, rather than playing the game and then doing all the challenges or the side quests. And once you're done, I know they have options of replaying side quests. That's smart. That's another oxymoron. I think Assassin's Creed had that option once. When they took it out, I thought that was the dumbest thing you could do, especially when you have fun side quests or side story missions. Playing that on repeat, you got new weapons, you got new gadgets, you got new skills, new tools. Nothing wrong, especially when you can change the difficulty mode. Come on, it's called play, man. It's supposed to be playing the game, not punishing people. Because I find it boring when I finish a game. It's like, okay, well, I have nothing else to do with this game except get it on platinum or play it on extra hard mode. Once I'm done with those things, what's next? Another game that even had it on default, Ratchet and Clank. So I don't think it's an extra hard thing. I know sometimes, like Santa Monica Studio, they work in New Game Plus mode and try to make it more, what's the word, more, add more chunk to it, add more meat to the system, more like a whole thing where it's like, okay, you know what, if I make it this way, once you get a particular set of armor, what's the reward system again? Or what do I get as a player playing the New Game Plus mode? Do I get new armor? Do I get better stats? Or is the previous armor that I've got from my end game of the first playthrough better than the new armor? So I understand, little tweaks here and there. You tweak the gear strength or the speed, little buffer sizes, buffer system here and there. I get that. But still, Ratchet and Clank was one of the games as well that I remember had the New Game Plus mode on default. Once you finish the game, it asks you if you want to go back or if you want to play through a new game with your current weapons, especially the weapons you haven't fully upgraded or fully maxed out. And sometimes when you're playing games like that, sometimes, no, not all the time, sometimes you will end up maybe with like 50 weapons, and maybe like 25 are maxed out and the other 25 are just like level 2, level 3, level 4. They haven't even reached level 10 yet. Then you can get to max out those weapons. And when you start a New Game Plus mode um, on default with Ratchet and Clank, it even gives you the option of getting a second tier version of your current weapon. So if you haven't even maxed out your current weapon to level 10, you get another mode or another version of that weapon to attain to or to reach as a goal. So you're playing the game to get to level 10 of your current weapon, but a second tier of that current weapon already exists. So that's something you can look forward to or you can aim towards. So the more enemies you kill with this particular weapon, the faster the weapon upgrades as well. So those things are fun and cool. I just don't understand fully why these things aren't just implemented in these next gen games. And these were games that were way past when. What time did Ratchet I can't even remember what year Ratchet and Clank came out. Those games were already pushing at Ratchet and Clank, like I said, Devil May Cry. So again, if you want to have those options inbuilt in the game, replay missions, replay warehouses and all that stuff, and then New Game Plus mode as default. Those are the things I'm looking forward to for Spider-Man 2. I've already heard people saying you're still getting to play as Mary Jane. I don't see the point of that, man. I don't see. I think it's a waste of space. I think it's a waste of space. I personally do not see the point of that. Hopefully, hopefully they remove, or they give us the option where you can remove, you can breeze through. We had the option of skipping the puzzles. Thankfully, that's there. That should have been there as a standard from Spider-Man 1, not after the remaster came in. Anytime you create these games, not everyone is excited for puzzles. Not everyone's excited to try and put this together and piece that together. I'm loving the new accessibility options and modes you guys are putting in. First, Santa Monica did it. Now these guys are doing it. I'm loving it. I'm just, thankfully, people are getting smarter when it comes to these games. Not everyone likes this tedious things you're doing. Sometimes there's some story missions where I don't want to play. Not story missions, side, like the chase the pigeons, chase the pigeon missions. That's boring. That is boring to me, man. I don't have time for that. So those things just irritate me, and I wish some games would remove those things, or if they kept it in, fine, because it's your baby, it's your project. You've been working on that for years, and you're excited to implement the pigeon option or chasing this. Whilst you're doing that, allow us the option. You as a developer love it, but we as the gamers, not everyone loves it. So whilst you love it and it's cool, you're like, I feel this would be a cool thing for other people to enjoy during the game. Hey, gravy. Just as you feel it'd be a cool thing, some of us who feel the complete opposite. It's nonsense, it's boring, it just drags. Can you give me the option where I can opt out of this and still get my experience points? Everyone wins. You get people who like the pigeon thing, and you get people who don't like the pigeon thing and can choose to opt out of it as well. Same thing with the puzzle. You get people who love the puzzles because you love it as a developer. You get people like us who say, "Nah, I'm good. I'm just here to play the game, enjoy the story, kick ass, beat bad guys, get super strong, and swing through the city like a pro web slinger." And then give me the option to say no, thank you. I don't want to do the puzzles. So everyone gets to win. Everyone's happy. So I'm looking forward to these days with these games, man. But how's everybody doing? What's popping? Oh, I keep. Oh, I forgot to send an image to Ellen and Mr. Prince. I apologize to you both. I should have been more prepared for this live, but never you mind. Never you mind. Next time I'll get more images prepared. My bad. So yes, how's everyone doing? Apologies for the late live. Like I said, I've been going through family stuff and personal stuff, but I'm returning now, and things are going to be back to normal, or new normal, a new usual, shall I say? Not back to normal like that, but a new usual, a new normal, a new paradigm. I don't want to be sat here for 2 hours. Oh, 18 minutes, not bad, despite the phone call that came in earlier on. So I hope everyone's gravy. Hope everyone's popping. Mortal Kombat 1's already out. Who else is playing Mortal Kombat, by the way? Who else is on the channel is playing? I haven't seen anyone. I should do that as a community post. I should ask who's finally got the Mortal Kombat. I want to see the Team Gematrix family play Mortal Kombat, because I know Prince was hyping that thing up like it was nothing. So I want to see the family playing it. Anybody who's streaming Mortal Kombat 1 from Team Gematrix, I'll join. I'll join their live and watch their live and support. I was thinking of getting it. My brother's thinking of getting it, but nah, I'm not. I'm not in the mood, man. That's just too much work. It's just too much work. I don't want to have to get acquainted with a new fighting game. And like I told my brother, I've fallen out of love with the Soul Calibur series, the current ones anyway. I'm just gonna stick to the Soul Calibur 4. That's my most enjoyed one. Out of all the other ones, that's my most enjoyed one because of the gameplay mechanics. It just works. I mean, there's a previous one that was on Soul Calibur. I think it's 3, Soul Calibur 3 online. I think it's that 3 or 2, and that one only runs on the PS3. And I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. No major fans out there have reached out to is it Namco? I think it's Namco. I could be wrong. Or the guys who designed and created Soul Calibur. I'm surprised no one's reached out to them for a remaster. on the PS5. Even on the PS4, because the Soul Calibur 4 doesn't work on the PS4, does it? No, it doesn't. Doesn't play on the PS4. Otherwise, my brother and I would have been killing that. I'm surprised no one has reached out to them and begged them for remaster. We're getting remasters for Last of Us. We're getting remasters for Resident Evil. I mean, those are cool games, and I'm not gonna bitch about them. But I'm like, dude, where's the Soul Calibur fans? We're even getting new modes and new gameplay reboots for Street Fighter, but no not even Soul Blade. If someone even said, "Can we remaster the original Soul Blade?" I would have been like, "Yes." If they're doing a petition, yes, please. Oh, I would love to play that one. I would love to play an original Soul Blade remaster on the PS4 and PS5. Yes, please. At least, keep the PS4 alive for those who still can't afford to get a PS5. So that way you can still cross play. For those who have the PS5, they can still play those games remastered on the PS5. Come on, man. It's an oxymoron. It's a win-win. I'm really done with the Mortal Kombat series. It hasn't gone the way I would. If I say I would like it to go, that sounds. I would like it to go, and the way it's capable or possible of becoming or going in a particular direction I feel it could go or it can go or it should go. That makes sense. But aside from that, nah. I'm not looking forward to any more fighting games. Street Fighter was never really a deep fan like I am when it comes to Mortal Kombat trilogy. Like I said in the Mortal Kombat trailer reveal video, that's the last time I really and truly enjoyed Mortal Kombat. My brother always says, "You haven't tried the new ones, give it a shot." Playing the game doesn't mean I have to stress all the way through before I can now become a good player of that game. I can hold a controller and play a game for a good 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. I'm not going to play for a full day. If I don't like it off the bat, nah. Same thing with Metal Gear Solid. There's a group of people who are deep, hardcore fans of that game. I have no idea what the story is. The first time I picked up one of those games, and I was told you got to play it on the hell, you got to play it on stealth mode, and blah blah blah. I said no, no, thank you. The only game I already enjoyed with that, aside from 007 first person mode, was Siphon Filter. That was fun. Even Sam Fisher, Splinter Cell. When you have the option of stealth or all out carnage, shoot anybody you see. It doesn't matter how many soldiers that comes. I love those games where it gives me two choices or options. And even the stealth mode thing, if I get caught, if I get healthy checkpoints, then I'm gravy. But if you have to restart or reset and you're punishing the player where you're like, you have to play it on stealth mode, I imagine that some people didn't enjoy that, despite the unique group of people who love that franchise, Metal Gear Solid. Because the fact that Hideo Kojima changed the narrative or changed that option, I think from Metal Gear Solid 4, where you were allowed to do what you want to do. You can play it in stealth, or you can go in guns blazing. The fact he changed that, to me, it tells me that as much as people enjoyed it, the masses didn't really like that nonsense. You can't punish players. But I keep saying the whole point of these games is to play. I'm here to play the games. But if you're punishing me for not playing the game the way you want me to play the game, that sounds stupid to me. You designed the game, you want people to enjoy your game. You can't tell me to eat your meal with a fork and not a spoon. It's like you've boiled rice, you've made a dish, you're like you have to eat it with a fork. Well, you cook the dish for me to enjoy it, yes, and then you want me to maybe critique it and say, yeah, maybe it's too salty or it needs more salt, or I can add the salt that I want, so that way I can critique it, saying it's too salty or it lacks salt. I'm adding the amount of salt that I want, whether it's sea salt, Himalayan salt, or regular salt. So you're giving me the choice to enjoy what you produced or created. But now you're telling me you can't play this game where you can't eat my rice dish that I cooked for you without you can't eat it with a spoon, you have to eat it with a fork. You are taking the piss. You are taking the absolute piss. We don't do that over here, man. We do not do that over here. So those games I dipped out of. That's why when I'm saying when I pick up a game and I can hold the controller for at least give me 5. In fact, 5 is too easy. Give me a full 20 minutes. Give me a full 20 minutes, and I can tell you that this game is going to be dope for me. Not like I can sense it's going to be a great game for everyone. No, for me, when I'm playing the game, like, nah, I'm sat here for 20 minutes, I'm already frustrated. We good. It's not for me. I'm not the target audience. That's how I feel about Mortal Kombat. Not even the new one, the ones that came out way before the new one. I just picked them up and I thought, they've changed something and they've lost something. But I'm still fingers crossed that one day they will release a version of Mortal Kombat that I'll enjoy and get used to, and then the combos will look sexy and feel sexy to me. I'm still crossing my fingers for a day where they'll release, I don't know, remastered version of Soul Blade, Soul Calibur, or a new version of Soul Calibur, and they implement the Soul Calibur 4 fighting mechanics or game mode. Just call it Legacy mode. I've already done a video about that. Call it Legacy mode, so that way fans like myself or people like me who enjoy that particular game can come into new version of the game, PS5 graphics. um the speed is faster, it loads faster, character skins are nice, yada yada yada. But at least you give me the legacy mode option, so I can just keep my fighting technique or fight moves and combos the exact same way I remember them. Sweet. I mean, they kept the moves the same way in they kept the same moves in Soul Calibur 5 and 6, but they changed the buttons. So if you introduce new moves that we can get used to and you erase all the old moves from the previous generation, fine. But the fact that you kept some of the old moves, but you changed their button locations and you remove, like, if one combo had like 4 hits, they then took out one and made it 3 hits. Or the time between one move, they reduced it by 3 or 4 seconds. I was like, why have you haven't even reinvented the whole game, the whole character. Some of them are younger or older, or you've kept the story the same, or you put in a different dimension. You've only removed the gap between one move where Mitsurugi, for example, will use the samurai sword, where it's 1, 2, 3. And since you changed it, you've done 1, 2, pause, and then 3. And it's not like you hold in time to pause. It's you've created a move. Whereas when I type the third, when I tap the third triangle, there's a pause before the hit comes in. That is boring. It's the same move, but you've changed a few things. We didn't ask for that. Whereas if you create new set of moves, complete new set of moves, whereas where the old ones don't work anymore, that's a different story entirely. Then I'll get used to that. But not only have you thrown in some new moves, you've changed the old moves, and you haven't even left the option for us to say, yo, these old moves you've kept, right? Some of the old moves you kept, can we reset the buttons to our preference? Instead, it's like, nah, we want you to eat the rice how we want you to eat it. Even though you've cooked it for me to enjoy it, you can't eat the rice we've cooked for you with a spoon. You must eat it with a fork, otherwise you suck. I don't understand how some of these developers think, man. I think it's a weird mindset to me. Oh, look, it's 3:33 p.m. Angel number, magic numbers. But yeah, I think I've sat here long enough waffling about the Soul Calibur series and whatnot. The only game I'll be buying this year, or the only games I'll be buying, is definitely Spider-Man 2 and Minecraft Legends for myself and my son to stream. The rest of the other games, I'll just wait and see. Um, I'll just wait and see what they look like or what they feel like. Assassin's Creed, I really wanted to buy that. And if there's no replay value on that, if there's no replay missions on that one as well, I won't pick it up. I don't have time for that. These days, from now on into the future till I leave this world, I want to be able to enjoy my gaming experience with any game that comes out. So Sony or whatever companies can release 1,000 games every year, and I know my taste. I know my taste. I'll probably end up buying maybe 10, and that just feels bloated to me, because you release 1,000 games and I only buy 10. Maybe because it's, one could argue I'm not the necessary target audience for those 1,000 games, especially when games are getting more expensive these days. Nah, I can't just be buying games and then realize, oh, it's not the game I want, or it's not the game I thought it was going to be. Let me take it back. Especially when you buy digital. I don't know how the digital refund system works. Physical refund system is easy. You have 2 days, at least 2 days, to return it and to get your money back in time. Especially if you like, if some people can play a game in 2 days and beat the game. It depends on how the game is built. And I know some people who bought a game and will binge that thing so they can get their money back. Hey, that's how the system runs for some people. No shade to those guys. But I'm not in the mood to, pay $60 for a game that it's like I'm testing it out. It's like I'm testing the game even though I paid for the game fully. You're paying for the game only to test it out. Whereas if they had testing centers, or if they had, like they did before, your game is dope as a developer and you release demo options. I would so much love that. I'm not talking open beta and closed. That open beta looks like it's one of those little sneaky things. If you catch it, you catch it. You don't, you don't. Mm-mm. You have confidence in your game, and I don't want to hear anyone tell me, "Oh, it takes another 6 months to create a demo. It's longer." Nah. Don't make noise. Don't make noise. Don't make noise. You know, as a developer, that your game is dope, and you want more hands on your game. That's the whole point. You want your game to sell more copies, right? Create demos, release it on PSN. So that way there's no open window and closed window and yada yada yada. Or if Sony is brave enough, keep the floor open for game testers. Send out more info. I keep getting info. I keep getting what do you call it? Emails sent out to me on the regular. So if I keep getting emails sent out to me on the regular from Sony talking about is my thing still working? Okay, cool. Yeah, I keep getting emails from Sony saying this deal is here. Check out a PSN deal. Pay monthly. This. If you can do that, you can send out, messages on a consistent basis in 2 months' time, in 3 months' time, in a month's time, at this particular date. Hit a notification button so you get a notification letting you guys know that we're going to be having open betas for all PSN members and non-PSN members to try these five blockbuster games: Spider-Man 2, Assassin's Creed, uh, Warhammer. So that way we can then be informed or well informed, and then not don't say because we released it on Friday, and you only have 2 days. Give us a full week, maybe give us a full month, or let the demo be there forever. Because when they released the Matrix demo, the one for the Unreal Engine 5, that's still there on the PSN. It's a very simple thing. It's a very simple thing. Give us a 10-minute window of the game, that way we can play it on repeat, get used to the type of game we're going to be buying. So that way we know we're going to be spending money on. This game ain't cheap. They're not $40, $30. They're about $60 these days. So if you want our money and you believe in your game, you know your game is on point, you know your game is dope, release the demo. Open betas, open testers, everything, release everything, open it to the masses, let the people know, because you want our money. Otherwise, it sounds stupid to me. You sit down in a room for how many years making a game that you as a team have come together. I don't know if you've been commissioned by Sony or you just thought to yourself this would be a dope game. You put all that love and time and effort into it, only to then release it and then it sucks and people are panicked and oh, it doesn't do this, doesn't do that. And if you want to make your own game unique, I'm not saying everyone should follow one style of game production. What I'm saying is more accessibility for us to test these games. I don't care who's richer than who's poor than who, or who has less money or whatever income. These games aren't cheap. So release demos. I wish there was a demo for Assassin's Creed. I would pick that up and then I can make a full final decision saying, nope, not my game. I wish there was a demo for Mortal Kombat and not an open. I'm trying to change the language. Demo meaning permanent. I can just go and just have fun over and over again with that one 10-minute window, or you only give me 5 characters to try in a Mortal Kombat 1 game. I'm not really here to listen to it takes resources, it takes time. Nah, them games ain't cheap. You can sell them for $60. You can sure make a demo because you're a developer that knows your game is awesome. Release a demo. I really wish. In fact, I'm going to Google that now. I'm going to Google how to join the beta testing or tester whatever for these games coming up, because that's the only way I can then verify that this is the game I want to play. Driving games I don't buy, first person shooter games I don't buy. So Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, this never going to be my forte. Cyberpunk, not for me. All those games I know for sure. Need for Speed, nope. If they release a new Burnout, I'll pick it up because Burnout was fun. The original one anyway. Burnout 2 was my most enjoyed driving game ever. If they release a new version of Wipeout, maybe. They haven't even released have they? Or have I missed it? Like some, awesome space galaxy, I don't know, fighter jets or fighter spaceships battle royale thing. Fortnite is still there for people to play, free to play. That's cool, but I haven't seen any Star Wars X-Wing fighter game Well, they did have the VR version. Yeah, they kind of did. But anyway, I'm done ranting and rambling. My time here is done. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna have to edit the. Can I edit the video? Because that phone call I had earlier on, I don't know if it bled through the mic or the mic was on mute. We shall see. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I have been your one and only host, the Cosmic Jedi, signing out for the Team Gematrix. See you soon. Maybe the next time I come back, it'll be like an uploaded video. I'll be uploading videos obviously from time to time until the same week where Spider-Man 2 comes out, because I want to make sure I get it on the same day of release. Boy, that's going to be a packed day as well. I wonder what day that's going to come out. I want to make sure I go there early, because I don't want to go there where it's rush hour and there's a long queue, traffic on the road. Nah. Unless I order it and then I can get it delivered. But what if it comes late? If it comes the day before, that'd be awesome. But I think just walking to get it, or taking a bus or tube or public transport to get the game, there's a nice vibe to that, I feel. But as long as I get up early in time and make sure I get there in time, avoiding any school kids and traffic on the day, I'll probably do that. Hopefully I can get it on the same day and then stream it the same day. So that means, okay, let's say if I get it like in the morning, I can come back and stream it in the afternoon. If I get it in the afternoon, I can stream it in the evening. But if I get it in the evening, I mean, I'm a night owl, man. Night Owl Academy. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it at night. I want to be able to stream it when you guys are all awake. But it'll be a nice surprise for you guys to wake up the next day and you get to see it. You get to watch it after. Yeah. I don't have to stream it when you guys are watching live. So that's the whole point of live. When you record your live, you upload it later. Yeah. I think that's the plan. That's the plan. So I have to make sure I finish any DLC I have left for the original Spider-Man remastered. I've already finished. Finished? I already finished Miles Morales' Spider-Man. I don't know if I'm gonna play that on New Game Plus mode. Nah. Because I want to be able to delete that and have room. Oh, that's another thing. Space. Oh my god. I need room on my on my hard drive for Spider-Man 2. All right then. I'll finish the DLC. Any DLC I have left hanging around from the first Spider-Man, the remastered one. And once that's done, then we can jump onto Spider-Man 2. So that way there's room. I can give you guys a heads up that I've got it, and we getting ready to have fun with it. Yeah. That's a plan. If it changes, then I'll let you guys know, because a lot of things that happened this month and last month hit me out of nowhere. And yeah, as I say, man makes plans and then God has his own plans, or her own plans. Deuces, y'all. I'm outie.